Hey y'all, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, thanks for joining me. I am a mommy to Emmett, who's 4, and Adeline, who's 8 months. And my husband Ben, who is in the Navy, and I'm mom to him, but he's my husband, he's in the Navy, and he's currently gone. I wanted to do like how's the deployment going. He deployed in June, it was public knowledge, so I can say that, and we're more than halfway there, and I can say it's going much better than I thought it was going to be. The number one thing is like getting into a routine. It's taken me a while to get here and then get to this point, but I'm here and I'm happy that I'm here and at this point. It's been, like, I feel like I'm in like this weird like deployment bubble, because I don't really have to fight with my husband about anything. One, because it's really hard to communicate with him, and 2, there's nothing to fight about, to be honest. In the beginning, it was a little rough. I had a bunch of boxes and moving stuff, and I didn't unpack, and while he was on leave before he left, we didn't really unpack or like organize the house like I thought we were going to. We just kind of want to spend time with each other, so I finally got all that stuff done. I've gotten the garage organized, I've gotten the house organized, I moved the lawnmower outside in the garage. I've been never surprised myself that I can figure out things without him easier. I thought I was going to have like a really hard time with some stuff. My airs broke down twice actually. So that's been nothing, nothing, I'm not on wood, it's still not over, but nothing too crazy hasn't gone on that I can't fix. So there's been a couple things where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can handle that, that's awesome. So that's been a good thing for me, that's been happening. So I really do feel like I'm in this like weird deployment bubble, and everything is kind of just really great because I just have myself and I to rely on, and it's been fun. But there's been a couple things that have helped me kind of survive. Like a routine is really good, and keeping myself busy. Like I have mops every other Wednesday. My neighbors play outside every day, which is really nice. If they didn't, I would try to fill my time with doing something like that. And it has swim every Thursday at 1. And so, there's like something to like look forward to, and I try to do things. I don't really get out every day because I'm not one of those type of people who likes to get out every day. I kind of get into a rut sometimes where I just stay at home and do nothing. Not nothing, but I just hang out at home and just find stuff in, because I feel like there's always something to do here, like clean and organize and go through things and whatever. So, yeah, but it's the longest I've ever been away from Ben so far, and I think the kids keep me busy. It's nice that Emmett's old enough because he can like kind of talk to me. We can't talk about like serious stuff. The neighbors, it's nice to like be able to vent for them, but it's not as lonely when you have somebody who can actually talk back at you. Because I remember when he was a baby, it was still kind of boring because he couldn't really talk. If Ben were gone, and then when I was by myself, trying to find people, I would talk to kids at work or people at work because I was a substitute teacher, and then at night, it still gets lonely at night when they go to bed, when Emmett goes to bed. So it's been kind of nice that they're there to like keep me busy, and I have like a purpose more. So like, oh, let's do stuff for the kids, or it's always for the kids. But it's been nice too because I've been able to like focus on myself a little bit more, which I know is good. I know I've read a couple things like 10 things to do while your husband's deployed or your spouse is deployed, like find yourself or work out or do whatever. So I've been trying to do those things. Like I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I used to walk every Tuesday and Thursday, but my walking buddy had to leave for family emergency. So I've just been kind of staying constant, staying busy, and that's been really helpful. I know halfway for a while, like leading up to it, it's slowed down a little bit, which is what it does, it kind of lulls on, but now it's starting to pick back up again, so I hope it keeps it that way. I can't believe like Halloween's in 12 days and all that stuff, or 13 days. So I just can't believe everything. And I remember like August and September, well, mainly August, and a little bit of July, like just like flew. Like August was so fast. Like I remember, oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever because then its birthday's at the end of the month, and it was just like, it would look gone in like 2 seconds. So that's been great. And like September has been, was kind of fast too, a little bit. So but it kind of lagged on towards the end there. So it's been, though, like I said, it's been easier than I thought. I've been able to handle a lot more things on my own than I didn't think I was going to be able to handle, so that's been great on my end. And just trying to stay as busy as possible. And the ship side I thought would be different, just because when I was in Japan, we were all that we each other had, so we were all friends. We'd all hang out. We would like support each other, and the FRG here is kind of like that. But I don't really know a lot of people in the FRG, so we did have a girl who I walked with. She had a mommy play group every Monday. Now that she's gone, we don't really go to her house anymore, so I'm gonna see if they want to go do something. But I like to do more stuff with the kids, like go to the zoo every week, or I don't know, do something fun. So I'm trying to work on that. But I'm really happy that we're kind of here and it's happening. I am like anxious about Christmas because it's the first time I've ever spent Christmas without, like, I know Emmett and Alan are my family, but like Ben has always, we've been there with him for all of his Christmases because in Japan they were always home. So I never was home alone at Christmas. So this will be the first time I'm like really by myself. I just wanted to get on here and like talk about how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. I went to like a beginning and a middle and an end. I never did the beginning one. The beginning was really hard because he just left. Like I said, there was a bunch of boxes and I was just trying to get organized, and Adeline wasn't sleeping through the night and I was just like tired all the time and just like bleh. But I would kind of go through the day and I would stay up super late. Like that's been my thing. I'm kind of a night owl. And like going to sleep sometimes is kind of weird without him, but I mean it's nice too because you get your big bed to yourself. And you get to watch all the shows you want to watch, and you don't have to fuss at him for not taking out the trash or doing the dishes. Like I said, I do feel like I'm in this like weird, like blissful deployment bubble because I'm like everything's great and everything's so nice. And some nights are hard and it's lonely being on the couch where you're that's what I miss the most. So it's like watching TV or it's like hanging out with him on the couch or going out and doing stuff on the weekend. So that's where we're at, and I will hopefully see you guys at the end of deployment and tell you how it's been. And then the transition I've heard is kind of weird and it's hard trying to figure out how to fit him back into my schedule and our life, and I feel like everything has kind of changed. Like Emmett's changed so much, Adeline will be changed so much. I will probably not be changed that much. Just I used to be like a sleeper inner, I guess you could say. Like Emmett sometimes will get up like at 8 or 9 o'clock. Well, Adeline, she doesn't get up that late. So I'm like 7:30 sleeping in for me. So I'm like I'll get up now and I like get ready for the day and I'm all like gung ho, and Ben is such a sleeper, so we'll see how that goes with him. I'm sure he's going to be super tired and everything, but I do worry about him a lot. I worry about if he's sleeping, if he's eating, what's he doing, where's he going. I don't really hear from him that much. It's just emails. I know some husbands get on Facebook. I know some can call. He called a couple times in the beginning, and then his chief has a phone that he let him borrow when they were in their last port, which is public knowledge too, which was Hong Kong. And he called me from there, and he'll get on Facebook whenever he goes to ports, but they haven't been to a lot of ports. So it's been hard on him, and it sucks too because I don't get to like hear from him that much. But sometimes there's not too much to talk about because I write it all in an email. But it's really fun. Not fun, but I do enjoy those times when I get to talk to him and everything. But it's hard for them because when they're underway all the time, they're constantly working. Like they don't get a break, and when they pull in, they at least don't have some ports. They don't have to work. Some they do. So they don't have to work. That means like they have duty one day and then the other days they're in port, they can like sleep or hang out or do whatever they want. So, but anyways, that's my deployment update, and I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.